Going through the Sony PSPs I came across this one and the analog controller on it just isn't working properly. If you look, move it left, it's fine, move it right, and it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I think it's time to take it out and have a look and see what's going on with it. First things first, just remove the battery. Now there are 6 screws to take out. One of them is hidden under this sticker. Now chances are you may have a PSP where this has been done before and this sticker is just not there anyway, so you'll be able to see that screw. If not, just got to try and remove it as best as possible. And that's our hidden screw there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws here, and then 2 on the top. So undoing all these will let us take this front plate off, which means we can get to the inside. Now again, I haven't really opened up many of these, so I don't know whether this start button is supposed to be in with all the other buttons or whether it's just broken off. I don't think anyone's been in this PSP before, but the start button seems to be loose from the rest of the buttons. So just be mindful of that certain things might drop out, so make sure you're doing it above a table if you do take your one apart. First thing I want to do is remove the analog sticks. So the little nub that you actually control it with just comes off, just pulls off, and then there's one screw just holding this in. And then you've got to kind of lift it up and pull it out. So I'm just using a pair of tweezers for this. That's it, comes out quite nicely. So the other thing I noticed as well, it's kind of got this clear gel membrane that covers the contacts. Now be mindful of this as well, don't lose this. I've just removed it just to clean the contacts underneath. And then the other thing I thought I would try as well is just see if I can open up the actual analog stick and give that a clean. So there's a metal bracket on the back here, just 4 metal clips holding it on. And you can take the printed circuit board off, and as you can see there's 2 contacts that make contact with the printed circuit board to obviously give you your analog control. So I'm just cleaning this with isopropyl alcohol, just to clean up any dirt or anything that might be causing an issue. Cleaning up the PCB as well. So just putting it all back together again. And again, everything just clips together. Just put it back in. Obviously you've got to put the rubber membrane back in again as well. Without that, it just won't work at all. As you can see, that worked perfectly. Yeah, so again, I don't know what's going on there. So I thought the next thing I would do is, if you go down to system information and then you rotate your analog stick. Some people say 30 times, some people say 30 seconds, but anyway, I thought I'd give it a try just to see if that would help it. And as you can see, it's caused not done anything. So I don't know whether taking this apart has caused the problem or if there was just some leftover isopropyl alcohol or anything. So I just took it apart again just to see, but it all looks clear. So what I decided to do is, because they are still fairly cheap, you can get them about £5 or $6, you can just get a replacement analog stick. So that's what I've done. Now just bear in mind with this analog stick didn't come with the little rubber membrane, so potentially it could be the membrane that's the problem, but I'm going to try this membrane on there and just see what I'm getting. But just be mindful of that. If you have lost that membrane, then obviously order one of them as well for the new analog stick, or if you, when you take it out, you see it's damaged, then I'd recommend just getting a new one. So to put this in again, it just pokes into the just under the screen there, and I'm just using the tweezers just to hold the rubber membrane in place as I push it in, and then just gently push it in, and you'll feel it suddenly go, and also the screw hole won't line up if it isn't all the way home anyway. So that's all screwed in. I decided this time I'm just going to leave it open, put a battery in, and just see what I'm getting with this new analog stick. So again, I'm getting the same thing again, but then I just realised if I put my finger here over it just to make sure it's making a good contact, it is working. Now I didn't do this on the old analog stick, so as you can see, pushing down, just giving it a little bit of pressure there, does seem to let it work. So what I thought I'd do, I just remove this new analog stick, try the old analog stick again, and just push down on that corner and see if that does make a difference. As you can see, made no difference at all. So I think this analog stick, it wasn't working before, now it's really not working. So I think it's time to go with the new replacement. I'll keep hold of this anyway. I'll do some more experimentation on it anyway, see if there's something I can do to bring it back to life again. So now it's ready to go back together again. Just going to give the screen a little clean, put my start button back in there. Again, just try and clean as much dust off as possible, because otherwise it's really annoying seeing that under the screen and you can't get to it. So putting this back together again, because that start button, if I turned it around the other way, the start button will just drop out. I'm just doing it this way, kind of upside down, pushing it all together. And you can put these back in any order, but I've just decided to go with the top two screws first. Then these back screws. And again, this can all be taken apart with just a crosshead screwdriver as well. Fairly simple. Just putting the battery back in, back cover back on, and let's see what we've got. So from my understanding, sometimes you'll get it where without that front cover on, you will get that rolling anyway. That's why you push down there. But as you can see now, this analog stick's working perfectly. Got plenty of control. Still doesn't make me any better at the game, but at least if I lose now, it's on my terms and not on the stick. So with that, I will see you on the next one.